Hey everyone, real quick, I did not simulate all the games at once. I simulated them manually just because I didn't think of picking all the teams as user teams, so I did that and then all them after this one because my Wolverines actually made the Final Four. I made the Final Four with them. It's unbelievable. I beat Duke and Florida at the buzzer beater to win that game, and I was uploading the Duke I was uploading the first round Michigan game, but it didn't really come through very well, but I want to show you guys a couple upsets because we have Stephen F. Austin and Richmond in the Final Four. Who would have ever thought that? I can't believe it. These are just laughable. I mean, Akron almost beat Auburn by 6. Louisville beat Liberty only by 12, so there were a lot of good games here. We had Rutgers that beat Bob Huggins in West Virginia by only 2. This is the real deal. UC Irvine lost by 10 to Maryland, and that was a first round game. LSU lost to Providence in a 10-7 upset. And Northern Iowa beat Florida State, even though it's NCAA 09 still. The 15 seed beat them. And then Providence moved on to the Sweet 16 by beating Northern Iowa 69-77. North Texas beat Michigan State. That is so hilarious, folks. You do not see that every day. I mean, North Texas I think, was a sleeper this year on what I've heard about them. And Rutgers was obviously in a different conference on this game. So let's go back to that one. We had North Texas and Rutgers. And North Texas actually made the Sweet 16 until they lost to Villanova. But what a run they had. And they beat Rutgers by 13, actually. So, wow. It shows Rutgers really hasn't been in that spot in a long time. And North Texas just hasn't been in a while. So we'll see the final score of North Texas lost to Villanova nearly by 5. No overtime. So they just ran out of gas eventually. Louisville beat Dayton. Dayton ended up making the Sweet 16 there. We had Dayton beat Winthrop, and I knew that would happen just because Winthrop's Winthrop. And then we had Oklahoma losing to St. Mary's. So we had St. Mary's pulling out a fairly upset, I would say there. We had South Carolina that played, we had Siena that played Gonzaga, but they weren't close. So no 16 seeds beat 1 seeds this time. But next time we will see if it happens just because they will be 5-minute quarters. So we had St. Mary's beating Oklahoma, back to that one. And then we will go back to it once I find it here. So bear with me. Baylor made the Sweet 16 before they lost to Ohio State. 85-55. What a blowout that was. Yeah, I can't really find that game right now. Maybe I'll have to go right. I think it's in the West region. So it was... Oklahoma was an 8th seed in that one, so I can't really find that. Now I found it. So we had St. Mary's and Dayton play. Let's see the final score of that one. We had Dayton pull it out by 4, so St. Mary's nearly pulled out the upset there. That's a heck of a matchup right there. And we had Auburn and Louisville. We had Auburn barely losing to Louisville, so Louisville will be moving on to the Sweet 16. So congrats, Louisville fans. You will be in for the first time since 2013 when they beat Michigan. You will be in the Sweet 16. And then Louisville, Dayton ended up beating St. Mary's. And Louisville ended up ending Dayton's Cinderella run. So, yep. Let's see here. Yep, so Louisville beat them 78-62. So then let's go to North Texas and Villanova. North Texas only lost by 6, and then that will lead to my Wolverines playing Villanova for a 2018 National Championship rematch. I am in for this one. We're in for a treat because Stephen F. Austin will also play Richmond, a 12-11. This will probably be the only time a Final Four will happen where it's a 12-11, and that could have been this year, but it's so funny that it's on NCAA 09. It shows the memories I've had through this game for years. And I'm just glad I got to share this with you guys, and hope you enjoyed it. We had New Mexico State lose to Oregon 52-71. let's go through more of that. How Stephen F. Austin got there. We saw them beating Penn State there. We had San Diego State go up to the Elite Eight when Stephen F. Austin beat them, and Stephen F. Austin only beat them by 2. So we had fairly small schools in the Elite Eight play against each other. Imagine how epic that would be if both those schools played against each other. And then they also beat Colorado, so their Cinderella run just continues. I would be laughing so hard that they made the national championship. Either one is just ironic, but. Yeah, that's just how fun the tournament is. And yeah, we'll keep going back here. We had, yeah, gotta look more on the Kentucky side. Wisconsin beat East Tennessee State, as I said before, so I already covered the Midwest region. They're in the Sweet 16. So let's see how Cincinnati prevailed with Duke. Cincinnati only lost by 2 to Duke before my Michigan Wolverines beat them. Let's go back to that one here. And then Belmont beat Creighton by 2, as you guys knew from the last video. Wisconsin lost to Kentucky really bad, 59 to 83. And then Florida beat Kansas by 20, 22. And then Florida also upset Kentucky, and that's how we got to play Florida in the Elite Eight, and now we are in the Final Four. So this is our field, just so you guys can see the field. So, yep. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and then we will see you tomorrow. And I will be streaming my Michigan Wolverines when I play Villanova. That is 5-minute quarters. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and hope you had a great night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.